So you're in lockdown, your business has gone down or close to zero. You're starting to feel a little bit of despair. You came into this thing with a bit of energy and now you're starting to think, maybe this is really bad. Snap out of it. In this video, podcast, whatever it ends up being, we're going to talk about how you can use this time right now to build your business. Here's the thing. This situation that we're in now is not the new normal. This is a temporary normal, okay? There are definitely some things, some trends that will have been accelerated. So things like remote working, things like e-commerce will have been accelerated. Demise of the high street also probably will be accelerated by this situation. But for the rest of us, this is not the new normal. We are not now in a new economic reality where nobody is ever spending any money. That is not normal. We're in a temporary normal, which is when everyone is in lockdown. Okay, so loads of markets have gone to zero, but it's pretty polarizing, right? Businesses are seeing one of two things. The middle is gone. They're either seeing things go towards zero or they're seeing things go absolutely crazy. There aren't too many businesses right now that are just like, yeah, no, this isn't really affecting us. We're just kind of carrying on as we were. It's either, oh my gosh, we can't get the stuff out quick enough, we're running out of stock, or this is absolutely devastating. But this period is not the new normal. And what's going to happen is once this period is over, once the prisoners are freed and the market and everything is released from this quarantine period that we're all in, there is going to be some absolutely mad stuff going on. Imagine the party once people are freed. And I don't just mean like party in the streets, although obviously that may happen. I mean the mental party that's going to be going on, the spending party, whether we see a full economic recovery, we don't know. But there's some taps are going to be turned back on, right? If you're selling something and your customers are in lockdown and you're not selling anything, when they get out of lockdown, guess what? They're going to be buying again. So the question isn't about how you survive this new reality, okay? The reality, the temporary survival, that is definitely a good goal to have. But the more savvy approach right now is to prepare. What are you going to get in place during this period of lockdown that's going to allow you, when that party shows up at your door, that you are absolutely freaking there? Before I give you 3 things to work on during this quiet time, I also want to talk about another concept, which is buy low, sell high. Right, buy low, sell high is almost like an investment cliche, right? I remember seeing someone, I can't remember what it was. I want to say it's an episode of Extras or something where someone's talking about investment and some dumb character is saying, yeah, you should buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high, yeah. And it's like everybody knows that buy low, sell high is a good thing to do. But here's the thing. We all say it. We all realize it. If someone says, what's the key to making money out of investments? You would say, well, buy low, sell high. But if everybody actually did it, then there would be no lows, there would be no highs. We would have a constantly flat market. The reality is that when prices are low, when demand is low, it's incredibly difficult to buy because everyone around you is panic selling. That's why prices are low, right? Everyone is in retreat mode. Everyone is scared. The entire herd is running that direction. So the reality of buy low, sell high is that actually you've got to do the opposite of what the market is doing, because when prices are low, that means lots of people are selling. When prices are high, that means lots of people are buying. So if you're going to buy when they're low, you're doing the opposite of the market. If you're going to sell when they're high, you're doing the opposite of the market. And that's really difficult to do. We're actually conditioned to move with the herd, not against it. So what does this mean for business? Well, this means that when all of your competitors are going in one direction, you need to be doing the opposite. And that's easy to say on a kind of conceptual level. We all know that, yeah, great. Yeah, when all of our competitors are, retreating, we need to be advancing. Great, Tim. But the reality is we're now in a situation where things are low, right? This is the low that buy low is written around. We are in that moment now. So this is the opportunity when the people that succeed in business are like foot to the floor. Now, this doesn't mean you've got money in the bank left because you were preparing for this eventuality and what you should do is just blow all of it because buy low, sell high. It might mean that, but I don't want to be responsible for you taking that to be the meaning. What it does mean is that you use this time when everyone is retreating to put, whether it's time, energy or money into your business in a way that positions you and makes you able to take advantage of this thing once it finishes. So I have 3 things for you to work on whilst you're in quarantine, whilst your business is in lockdown. Okay, I've got some notes here, which is why I'm looking there. First thing to work on, really simple, really straightforward, your product or service. Okay, when things are busy, when you're selling a lot, you don't really have time to take a critical look at what you're actually offering and what you're delivering to the market, right? Nobody does. We just kind of do it. If you're on a lemonade stand and people are coming up and buying your lemonade and you're really busy, the last thing you're doing is shutting your stand down for an hour so that you can taste the lemonade and figure out a new recipe. That just doesn't happen. The only time that you have to work on your product or service and making it even better is when things are quiet. Things are quiet. Brilliant. Let's do it. So an exercise that you can do is work from first principles. I love working from first principles because it detaches you from all the kind of habits and the stuff that everybody does. So working from first principles, you can say, what do our customers really want? Not as in, what have we got that we could sell them? I mean, what do our customers really want? If we can make them backflipping with happiness, what would we need to build in order to sell them that result? If we can think about that, then you've got some time to build that out. Now, I don't have the answer for you, obviously. It depends what you're selling, but it could be improving your product. It could be completely repositioning yourself. It could be developing a new service. It might be improving your business processes so you can sell to people in a different way. It might be developing an app so that people, whatever it might be. How can you make your customers even more happier and even more happier? There we go. And it's unlikely that this is going to be like a tiny little incremental tweak. You might have a really good, unprecedented, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to completely engineer what you do from scratch because you've got the time to do it right now. So that's the first thing that you can work on. Product or service, how can you make it 100 times better than what it is now? Second thing to work on, get your freaking website sorted, right? If your website is rubbish, don't let this entire opportunity, however long it is, whether it's 3 months, 6 months, a year, don't let this opportunity go past. And then when everything returns to normal, you're there with your trashy website that converts at 0.2%. Like, great, we're ready to take advantage of the boom. You're not going to be, are you? It's going to be a complete waste of time. So websites are a time-intensive process. We know because we build a lot of them. It takes a good amount of time to make a really good website. And it also takes a lot of involvement from the business. There's no real way around that. Yes, we can write copy. Yes, we can do all the design, but actually we need your input for the copy. We need your input for the design. We might need some images or whatever from you. So there is a fair amount of time involved by the business owner. And by the way, I'm not saying you need to come to Exposure Ninja and buy a website. This isn't some thinly disguised pitch at all. I'm just saying, as someone who knows a fair amount about marketing, most people's websites are absolutely dreadful and they don't ever put some time into fixing it. This is the perfect time to do it. So it takes a bit of time to get your website sorted. Perfect. You've got a bit of time right now. We never get our website sorted when there are loads of people at the lemonade stand queuing up to buy what we do. We only have the time to do it when things are a bit quieter, i.e. now. Third thing to work on, okay, similar kind of vein, long-term marketing channels. So obviously people know Exposure Ninja for SEO. SEO right now is an absolute no-brainer if you've got time or energy or money, or pretty much any two of those, right? Because most of your competitors, remember, they're buy high, sell low. We're in a low, they're selling, they're shutting down. Most of your competitors aren't going to be focusing on creating more content, writing blog posts. They're not going to be focusing on building new pages, building out knowledge bases, creating studies, getting links, talking to publications, building up relationships with journalists. They're not going to be doing any of this stuff because they're panicking. They're looking up the definition of furloughing. They're watching all the speeches from everyone every day. That's what they're doing. That's what we're all doing. But you are going to be like, do you know what? While they're going that way, we're going to go this way. We're going to buy low, sell high. Right now, SEO is less competitive than it's been for a very long time. If you're picking up a good number of links each month and you're writing more content for your site, you're doing what very few businesses are doing at the moment. Okay. So whether it's SEO, whether it's organic social, whether it's, you've decided that TikTok is your angle and you absolutely need to build a TikTok audience of 10 million, well, great time to do it. Okay. So long-term marketing channels like that take time, that take energy to build, whether it's 3 months, 6 months, 12 months that it takes to build some of these channels, great time to do it because you have that time now. So those are 3 things that you can be doing: re-engineering your product or service, getting your website sorted once and for all so you're genuinely proud of it and it's genuine, serious business asset that's going to pay off for years to come. And then the third thing is looking at long-term marketing channels, which maybe you've just had too much going on previously and you haven't had the time or energy to invest in them. Now you have the time or energy. So this is a really great period. It's like I always say, my favorite time to work is on a bank holiday or that time between Christmas and New Year, because that's when nobody else is working. You get so much done. We basically have now at least a 3 month, it's basically 3 months of consecutive bank holidays. This is a gift from the business gods for you if you choose to take it like a gift. If you choose to panic like everyone else and just shut down and just retreat and just hide and try and wait until it's over, it's going to be messy. But if you use this time and you look for the opportunities, you will find them. Seek and you will find. Read that somewhere. That's all for now. I hope you keep up the energy, keep up positivity. I know it's tough when all the news and everything is bad around you, but there are positives out there. You've just got to look for them, genuinely. The stuff that gets served to you when you open your news app on your phone, that's all the bad stuff because that's what people are clicking on. Doesn't mean that there's only bad going on right now. There's plenty of good stuff going on out there and there's plenty of opportunity for you. So go and get it, and I'll talk to you soon.